What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video, and this one is completely impromptu. This is kind of a force my hand kind of video. So if you guys have watched my unboxing video and first impressions of this guy right here, which is the Boker Plus A2, my opinion of it was a little bit less than stellar because of that. Now this is supposed to be riding on bearings. I don't know what kind of bearings, because it feels like they put the whole pivot with, and fill the whole pivot with cement, basically. Like there's concrete cubed or polyhedral bearings in here or something like that. So it flipped the first couple times, then it got just like this, and it is squeaking and catching like crazy. This is actually much, much worse than what happened to my bluefin. Now the bluefin flipped beautifully when it came from Pohan. It was just months of use from me that kind of created the issue. This is fresh out of the box. I just had it for like literally 30 seconds and it stopped flipping. So if this is a testament to Boker Plus's quality control, which if you ever watched my video on the epicenter with the mismatching handles, oh boy, I can't even talk about this knife with a straight face. Anyways, now, the first question you might have on your minds is why they continue to buy Boker Plus products. You know what? I'm just a big idiot. That's probably why I continue to buy them. But you know what? There's a slight bit of good here, which is it affords me a little bit of time to do something I really enjoy, which is to take apart things, and that I really, really do enjoy, as demented as that really is. And it gives me a chance to use my tools, and as I'm sure most dudes out there, you guys love tools. This is what I'll be using. This is a gift from Jeff Juice. One of the best gifts I got from him. I mean, not that any of his other gifts weren't great or anything, but this is one of the most useful gifts I ever got from him. It's a full set of Weehaw Torx screws. And this is what I'm going to be using to take this apart. As it stands right now, the Weehaw tools are actually better built than this knife is, amazingly. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. Yeah, I guess it is a 10. Okay. So we'll have to grab the spare. This is just a cheapo, whatever it's called again, Cobalt toolkit here that happens to have a T10 in it. Oh, perfect. That actually fits just perfectly. Cool. Let's get rid of that. Oh boy, I don't know about these knives anymore, guys. Sometimes I just want to crawl into a space and just scream. All right, let's see what we got. I am not happy about taking apart this knife. Like I stripped the frickin' screw before I even get started, right? That would just be my luck. Luckily these knives aren't too incredibly expensive. There we go. Boy, even the action on getting the screw out is incredibly gritty. No clue what is going on in there. But I got that loosened up, so let's go and take the other crap out here. It's into the scale, whatever, in the scale. Okay, so here's your first look at the inside here. So okay, so check this out. Oh boy. Wow. Okay, so when the advertiser says, what is it called again? Anodized blue? Yeah, it's very beautiful from what you can see on the outside. Did they just literally just flame anodize this thing, or maybe just hit it with a little bit of electricity just on the parts you can see? Because this is just appalling. Wow. Let's see what the other side looks like. Oh my god. Unbelievable. Okay, so after pausing the video and having a massively good laugh and hystericalness, I decided to come back to this and get the rest of the knife apart. I do not know what the heck I'm going to find when I take this thing apart. A badger could jump out and kill me right now. Probably. This pivot does not want to come out, so maybe I'll just try and take it out from the other side. How's that? Because I have a feeling that I'm doing it wrong anyways. Oops. Alright. There we go. I think this is it. There we go. Okay, guys. Moment of truth. Okay, this. Whoa, look how short that screw is. Can't even see it on the other side. Okay, so we're gonna put that there. There's that one screw from the back. You got the two from there. That screw is still in there. Okay, good. We pretty much got everything accounted for. So I don't know what to think here. Hold on here. Let's get the knife locked up and open. And oh, are there more screws in here? Oh, hell. Okay, so moment of truth. I finally got the last screw out of this scale. I swear to God, they literally anodized this with the back spacer, like just like this. I am actually kind of appalled at what I'm looking at here. Huh. Well, I guess this is what I get. You know, I am buying pretty much an inferior product. I will say one thing before I move on, is that the Boker tree line, meaning that the Boker without the little plus thing on there, and definitely not the Boker Magnum, because I would expect that to be even worse than this in certain cases. The Boker tree line actually so far has excellent products as far as my experience. So don't let this little unbox. You know what? You know what I just noticed? Look at this. Literally no lubrication on this thing. If my stupid camera will actually get focus here. But come on. Look at that. Dry as a bone. It's like they just put it together with some spit. Here's the single roll bearing system here. Cage bearings, of course, which is pretty common. Okay, so I thought this was IKBS. I guess I'm wrong. It's not IKBS. So this actually makes me a little bit happier. My camera's not making me very happy at the moment, but this part of it is. So come on, you little... there we go. See how dry that is? Yeah. That would be the reason why. You know what? Let's take this apart. Let's see what's on the other side. If I can... Oh, this is not even coming out. Come on. Are you serious? How's this thing supposed to be held in there? Let's see, this was on the front. Yeah. Okay, so this is literally dry. There's like there's no grease or oil on my fingers at all when I'm running my fingers through this thing. Okay. So the other side, if I can ever get this stupid thing off. I really hope this thing is not like screwed in somehow. That would just be stupid. Okay, well there goes the spot pin, so I guess I don't have to worry about that. I can figure out how this thing comes off. Let's see. Okay, so this is a quick update of what I found out. I think what has happened is that this pivot screw is the tolerances are so tight that it is literally tight. This thing is not actually coming out at all. It's like I cannot wiggle this at all. That is rather unfortunate. So if I can ever get this pivot screw out, I'm gonna sand it a little bit around to kind of reduce the diameter of it, and hopefully that'll help it out. But well, that remains to be seen. So I'm going to turn the camera off and I'm going to work on this and see what happens, and I'll report back. Okay guys, I finally got this little bugger out of here. I'm doing a little bit of inspection here. And I think they just didn't mill this enough. So yes, I am definitely going to sand this down just a tiny bit, because it just is so gritty feeling in here. So, oh boy. That is, this is really, this has got to be like one of the most disappointing knives I have ever taken apart. I'm gonna wear this bad boy down till it likes it. Guys, I'm back. So I managed to get it down a little bit more. So I hit it with the 220 to get the basic diameter of it. Then I hit it with some 320 over here to kind of smooth things down. And for the most part, look at this. It's actually sliding in and out. Much better. I mean, not great, but it's much better. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to it actually spins now, so that works. I'm actually going to hit it with some maybe like some 800 or 1000 grit, and I'm going to, you know, polish it up a little bit so it doesn't catch as much, and then we're going to oil this whole mess up here and put it back together, and we'll see how it flips then. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Hit it with the 800 for a few seconds, and it slides a lot better now. So let's go ahead and put this mess back together. You know, it's really appalling. I was actually just thinking about this while I was off camera, that The Boker Plus Federal is by far probably the best best well put together and tolerance and whatever machining of the Boker Plus line I've gotten so far that I can remember. I mean, the epicenter is fine, except for the mismatching scales. We got one side that's taller and they're just all over the place. You know, I got like I'm assuming the first production of it, you know, because I was on that pre-order list, and, you know, one side larger than the other side. But, you know, other than that, I mean, the action is fine. It's like incredibly smooth for what it is. And everything else is just perfectly fine with the epicenter. The Boker Federal was just, or Boker Plus Federal was actually just really, really awesome. I've yet to take this one apart. But, yeah, this is, I just don't understand this. And, you know, even with the Excalibur, oh, by the way, I haven't told you what happened to the Excalibur yet either. So on the Excalibur, I tried to take the pocket clip and reverse it to a tip-up carry, which is my preferred method of carry. These screws almost stripped out on me, and I figured out why. It's because this pocket clip is so stiff, and to create that tension, the screws had to, you know, create the tension here and then push in on the pocket clip here, which made that means that when I'm torquing down the screw, it started to strip on me, and I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to live with tip down carry forever on this knife. But I was able to get the thing out, you know, by using this little wrench here. So yeah, this has been turning out to be quite a day. Still can't get the centering down, by the way. I have torqued this all the way down to the tightest setting. Look at this, the centering actually technically even looks worse than what it was before. So I might have to take this one apart and see what's up with this thing. But okay, anyways, back to the task at hand. So let's put this thing back together and we'll see what we got. Now I need to go grab, how do I want to, I still can't get over this. This is just flipping awesome. Oh boy. Just what a freaking mess here. There we go. All right. So this is torqued all the way down right now. And you can see the centering, it's actually dead on. Not bad, really. How does she flip? Oh. There you go, look at that. Kind of surprising how a little bit of grease and lubrication actually makes a huge difference, doesn't it? Oh, that's much better. See, I can open it. Oops. Here, gotta work that grease in there. See here. Ever so slightly side-to-side play. Let me go ahead and get rid of that. There was no side-to-side play when I first got it, but of course then again there's no lubrication in the knife either, so that probably had a lot to do with it. Okay, that should be all the way down. Centering is still, oh no, it's slightly off. Oh, the knife still fires really well though. Still relatively smooth. For the most part, it's not going to drop shut. But, let's see. One more flick. Very slight play, but this pivot is down as tight as I can get it, and I'm afraid to put it tight anymore just because I don't want to have it where, well, let's see here. I don't want to have it where I strip the screw out the next time I try and take this piece of crap apart. But let's see. Okay, I can probably live with this. I mean, I wasn't expecting very much anyways. I mean, this was not exactly the custom-made version, obviously, but whatever. Okay, guys, I rambled on long enough. I'll go and put the pocket clip on after this video. So there it is. There's the full disassembly, an impromptu disassembly because I had to, not because I wanted to, of the Boker Plus A2, which is a Andre Thorburn and Andre Van Heerden collaboration design. I've handled Thorburn and Van Heerden knives at a local knife shop before. They are freaking excellent. Actions beyond compare. Very, very smooth. This is a very, very poor execution of their design and their vision of this knife, basically. I mean, all their knives I've handled have been extremely, extremely smooth. So I don't know what to say. Anyways, look forward to the full review, and keep this in mind when if you are deciding to buy this knife. You know, maybe you may want to hold off a little bit and see what happens here. All right then, you guys take care. Any comments, leave it below. I'll catch you guys on the very next one.